match in a row. Just Funaki. Tamina's got Funaki. They're using Funaki as a human shield. Number one human shield. Bring it on. Bring it on. Uh-oh. Let me look here. I think that is, I think Truth just won his 20th 24/7 championship. 20-time champ.
All I know is hopefully I can finally get some sleep tonight.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair. And her opponent from San Jose, California. She is the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley.
So Bayley defends the championship against Charlotte. Remember, these two met last month at the Clash of Champions pay-per-view event. Bayley would expose a turnbuckle and use it to her advantage to retain the title against Charlotte, so a rematch here tonight.
I think the fact that we're in Sacramento is going to play into Bayley's favor. She's something of a hometown girl here from not too far away at the Bay Area. They cheered for her fairly well here in Sacramento.
So it's Charlotte and Bayley here tonight for the SmackDown Women's title.
Two women who know each other so very well. Their careers have paralleled each other. And it's actually Charlotte Flair that Bayley sort of... Charlotte Flair has really drawn the ire of Bayley because Bayley feels she doesn't receive the credit that a Charlotte Flair did as SmackDown Women's Champion.
Bayley, of course, Money in the Bank ladder match winner. Cash in is nice neck breaker there by Charlotte. And from behind, Charlotte taking control of the match. It's been Bayley's MO since she won the championship, Corey. Not only upset with the likes of Charlotte, but Becky Lynch over on the Raw side. Becky, of course, successful earlier tonight inside Hell in a Cell against Sasha Banks.
You've got to understand the frustration if you're Bayley. She works just as hard as any other woman on the roster, maybe harder. Yet she's not on the cover of video games. Bayley's not getting all the media attention. She feels like she's been playing second fiddle, and she's got a legitimate gripe.
Beat Charlotte here fair and square tonight. And misses with the cross body. And Charlotte gonna try to put Bayley away early. Look at this. Boston Crab.
Look at the angle. So much pressure. Bayley trying her best to escape the clutches of the Queen.
And Bayley trying to drag herself to the bottom rope. And remember, she has the champion's advantage. Charlotte's got to tap her or pin Bayley to win the championship here tonight. Charlotte showing her dominance early.
Well, that's why Charlotte Flair has been such a success.
Great poke of the eye. Bayley, the official, never saw it, and Bayley took control and outblasted Charlotte from behind.
It was desperate, but it was necessary. Bayley learned in their last meeting that you have to get creative. Yeah, maybe you have to take a shortcut, but if you're going to beat a physically superior person like Charlotte Flair, you need to be creative.
Yeah, but when it comes to shortcuts, here we go. Bayley cover, hook of the leg and a kick out. Shortcuts don't necessarily make a good role model.
Who's in control right now, Cole?
Bayley.
Who would you rather support, a winner or a loser?
Elbow right to the back of the neck. Well, I'm a Jets and Mets fan, so. And Bayley again with a forearm.
Enough said.
Charlotte whipped into the corner by Bayley. Of course, perhaps a psychological advantage tonight after taking out Bayley 48 hours ago on the premiere of Friday Night SmackDown on Fox.
I completely agree with that. And also may have provided Bayley with a sense of urgency that she needs to be successful.
And ran into a knee. Got a bit cocky there, and Charlotte made her pay.
Contradicted my point as it was happening.
Clothesline by Charlotte.
You can't ever get overconfident when you're dealing with Charlotte Flair.
Chop by Charlotte. And again.
Each one of these knife-edge chops driving the breath out of Bayley's lungs. The Queen is a hungry challenger.
Great throw by Charlotte and a kip up, and Charlotte's in control. Such a tremendous athlete. Many will say the most athletic woman we've ever seen here in WWE. Charlotte. Oh, Bayley moved out of the way and looked at... Oh, and she ran right into a wicked forearm.
The Queen uncorked that one.
Bayley, though, a great move by Bayley. Resilient champion. Now dragging Charlotte outside the ring and just tossing her to the floor.
It wasn't pretty, but this isn't about style points. Nasty landing for Charlotte Flair.
Now, there's one thing about Bayley. Only concerned about getting the job done as of late.
And that's what it takes to...
Boom! Right into the apron.
What it takes to remain a champion here in WWE.
And again.
Bayley's learning what it feels like to be the hunted.
Ruthless attack by Bayley. She has developed the mean streak. There's no doubt about that. Many credit that to her friendship with Sasha Banks.
Also have to respect the fact that Bayley truly is a student of the game. She studies tape. She learns from her mistakes. She knows... She approaches every match with a game plan, and right now, it appears she's using Charlotte's own strategy against her.
Yeah, take out the legs, weaken the knee and the ankle. That's what Bayley's doing. Cover now on Charlotte, kick out.
And aside from the obvious, if Charlotte Flair's got a leg injury, it's going to become much, much more difficult to apply the figure-8 submission that Bayley succumbed to this past Friday.
Again, continues this assault on the left leg of Charlotte, who's trying to fight out of the corner here. Impressive assault by Bayley.
This is unfamiliar territory for the Queen, having some of her own offense, so to speak, used against her.
We're now looking to wrap Charlotte's leg around the ring post.
A bold strategy by the champion, but it seems to be paying off in the short term.
And Bayley looking to put Charlotte away and retain her championship. And Charlotte again at 1, kicks out. And this is unlike the Bayley that we've come to know here over the years. That fun-loving superstar.
You know what, though, Cole? That's what
look at the half crab.
This has nothing to do with Bayley's characteristics as a human being. This is, as a competitor, Bayley's hardened her edge. She realized she wasn't going to cut it.
Charlotte roll through. And look at Charlotte now. Shoulders down on Bayley to kick out.
Bayley wasn't going to be able to retain the throne with her old ways. So she stepped up her game. She realized she has to be more aggressive. Look at this.
Oh, and Charlotte off the second rope.
Charlotte's leg was hung across the middle. Cover here.
Bayley to retain. And I agree with your points, Corey. I mean, Bayley being much more aggressive has been a good champion.
Has Bayley treated you any differently recently?
She doesn't talk to me.
Okay, well, she never did. But she's been the same nice human being to me that she has been.
Oh, look at Bayley. Looked like she was perhaps going for the figure 4. Charlotte able to counter. Rolls her up, shoulders down. And see, Charlotte could not plant on the bad leg. She couldn't plant on the bad leg that time, and it allowed Bayley to easily kick out.
And the deeper this matchup goes, you can expect to see Charlotte Flair's offense more severely limited.
And that buys Charlotte a little bit of time as she delivered the right to Bayley. And now it's Charlotte. And if there's anybody that can fight fire with fire, we know it's Charlotte Flair. And now she's turning the tables on the champion, giving Bayley a little of her own medicine. We saw Bayley tap to the figure 8 Friday without a leg injury. Imagine what'll happen with the leg hurt. And Charlotte again picks her at the knee.
Charlotte with a chop block from the front now, giving Bayley a little taste of her own medicine. As this match progresses, you can see Charlotte regaining a little bit of her ability to plant, to post off the left foot, left ankle that has been attacked by the champion. Oh, Bayley out of the way just in time. Backbreaker from the Queen.
And Charlotte natural selection to win her 10th championship. Bayley grabs the bottom rope. So close for Charlotte Flair, but the champion barely survived.
You can see by the smile on the Queen's face, she realizes she is closing in on the record 10th title reign.
To the bad knee of Charlotte. Charlotte pinning Bayley into the corner. And now it's Charlotte turning her attention to Bayley's left leg.
Right across the back of Bayley's knee. Queen headed to the high rent district. How's the leg gonna hold up?
Charlotte from the top rope, moonsault. Bayley got the knees up. Great counter by the champion.
I'm not entirely sure Charlotte didn't realize midair and try to ease her landing a little bit as to minimize the impact, but the damage was still done to some extent.
Right to the face. And Charlotte using her power. Oh, and Bayley sent flying.
All the way slam on the outside. Certainly painful for the champion, but the Queen needs to get the champion back in the ring to win the title.
Yep, champion's advantage here tonight. Pinfall or submission, only way that Charlotte can win. Countouts, disqualifications don't help.
You gotta wonder if Charlotte Flair's so used to being champion that he might be in the habit of, might be taking it for granted.
Again, just, doing what Bayley did to her earlier on tonight, using the apron to her advantage.
Referee's counts at 7. Charlotte Flair got 3 seconds to get herself and the champ back in the ring.
Champ's in, Charlotte break the count before 10. Now Charlotte Flair, right to the bad leg of Bayley. Center of the ring, looking for the figure 4. Bayley, small package, shoulders down, almost had her.
Queen the first to her feet, looking for the big boot. Bayley saw it coming.
Yeah, Bayley able to take control. Charlotte down, using the ropes for leverage in the official corner. Charlotte with the boot. Takedown, spins through. Figure 4, bridge to the figure 8. Bayley's in trouble, nowhere to go. Charlotte looking for the win, looking for the championship tap out. Charlotte